Hey everybody, welcome back to Next Play Records. I'm Andy. I have a vinyl finds video for you today. The first few I'm going to start is just kind of focusing on the Pablo record label from the late or mid 70s to mid 80s that captured the later part of some jazz legends' career, from Oscar Peterson to Duke Ellington. But what I love about it is so many good recordings of Zoot Sims. So I have some Zoot Sims records to show, and I'll get started. This one's from 1975. This is one of the best ones. This is Zoot Sims and the Gershwin brothers, and it's just such good music, easy listening, so much talent on here. But you have people from Pablo that Pablo recorded, Count Basie, Benny Carter, again, Duke Ellington, Coleman Hawkins, Milt Jackson, which I have one of those to show. But this is Zoot Sims and the Gershwin brothers. It's so good. This is 1975. And I bought most of these for, and what I like about it is the quality of these pressings. They're really good, especially for the price. I mean, you can get these anywhere from $5 to $8 each. So I got this Zoot Sims record. I have Milt Jackson with Ray Brown and Cedar Walton, who's on some Blue Note recordings. Cedar Walton there. Milt Jackson plays the vibes. Does a great job of that. This record's really good. So you have Milt Jackson on the vibes, Ray Brown on the bass, and Cedar Walton on the piano. You also, on a few songs, have some guitar, which John Collins, Billy Higgins on the drums on some of the songs. So some talented guys. This is a 1980. I like how they use the black and white covers, to keep the vintage look. But capturing these guys later in their career was such a good idea by the Pablo. I believe he was the guy who started this was part of the Verve label in the 60s and early 70s. Sold his share in that and then started this. And I believe Fantasy ended up taking over this in the mid 80s. But you can find some real quality music for good prices on the Pablo label. It's a cool looking label too. I'll show you the actual label right there. But yeah, I mean, good quality for unbelievable prices. So this is Milt Jackson, Bag's Bag. Two more I've got. This is one of my favorites, Zoot Sims with Jimmy Rolls, If I'm Lucky. Again, Zoot Sims is one of my favorite saxophone players. Just love his style. Again, Pablo label. This one is from it's either late 70s or early 80s on these. This one is from 81, I believe, If I'm Lucky, Zoot Sims. And then the last one I wanted to show has a great lineup, The Swinger, Zoot Sims with Jimmy Rawls again and Shelly Manne on the drums. So you can guess how good this one sounds. Zoot Sims, The Swinger. I believe this is an 80s recording. 1981, Pablo. So all those I bought on Discogs and a couple of different transactions. But, you go in there and find a seller that has about 3 or 4 of these, save on shipping. Lots of good music. So those are the Pablo finds I wanted to show. Now I'm going to show some finds I recently found, actually yesterday, at a local antique store that I'd never gone in. They had a great few record booths. One of them was packed full of things that I love, and the prices were unbelievable. I spent $5 on each of these that you're about to see. So, George Benson, Bad Benson, awesome jazz guitar player. And this is on the CTI, which I don't have a lot of CTI in my collection. So you got Ron Carter also plays the bass on this record. So Bad Benson, George Benson. We'll take a look at the CTI label. This is a gatefold. I think this, it's VG Plus cover, but all the vinyl in this booth were really good. This is close to near mint. Very good label right there. George Benson, Bad Benson, $5 pickup. Happy to add him to my collection. I didn't have him. I know he's a legend in the jazz guitar world, so it's good to have that. Next one I have, so happy to find this. This is probably, had to be one of Bill Evans' final quality concerts, but this is from 1983 on the Electra Musician label. Bill Evans, the Paris Concert Edition 2, Club Edition. This has, this is worth in the 20s. Got it for $5. Very nice. There's a good write-up on the back talking about Bill Evans' career and where he was where he was in his career when he did this Paris event, the Paris concert. Great songs on here again. Pretty cool cover. I was happy to see how much this was worth. I wasn't going to pass a Bill Evans record up for $5 no matter what, but to find out this is worth about 20 bucks and it's in great condition, the vinyl, I was happy to pick that up. The next one I found, same booth, is a 6i Columbia white label promo of Errol Garner. It doesn't have a lot of value currently. I just don't think he's, a real collectible artist. Maybe he did tons of copies of these, but I mean, this is a white label promo. I haven't had a chance to print it. It's in great shape. I bet it sounds awesome. He's so good on the piano. This is Encores, so I think he's redoing a lot of popular jazz standards. Moon Glow, Sophisticated Lady, which is a Duke Ellington song. Groovy Day. There's some I've heard of, not a lot, but I didn't have any Errol Garner. I know that Vinyl Me Please had done a big release of him, so I'd heard about him and I had streamed some of his music, but I was happy to pick this up. And one of the biggest things is, you hear a lot about the Columbia 6i. So we got a Columbia 6i 1958 white label promo. Splat out, as they say. So Errol Garner, Encores and Hi-Fi, white label promo from 1958. Found that at the same record booth. This next one is the one I was most excited about, and I had just got off the phone with my wife, and she was like, "Hey, you need to get home so we can go do the things we wanted to do." And I said, "Okay, I'm leaving." I look in one more little bin and find a record I've been wanting for about 2 months, and it is, this thing's worth about $30, $25, $30 too. $5 I paid at the antique store. This is Friday Night in San Francisco. Al Dimiola, John McLaughlin, Paco de Lucia. And this is basically a trio of Spanish guitar playing live in San Francisco. This record is awesome. Fire. Look it up, listen to it. They've recently done a real high quality audiophile reissue of it, and it's hard to find, and it's worth over $100. So to find the original pressing for $5 at this antique store, I was so excited. And had I left immediately, I wouldn't have this. But I looked in one more bin, and there it was. So again, it's probably about VG plus on the cover, but the vinyl again is in great shape, near mint. Haven't had a chance to spin this either. I was just excited to show this vinyl finds. I don't have a lot of chances to go to good antique store, thrift stores that have booths like this. So I was really excited to be able to spend some time and dig through. So a nice dig rather than buying online or going into a regular record store and, paying a little bit more for the stuff. To go get some deals and booths like this is really fun. And I wish I had more places to go to do it, but I don't. So I was so excited about this one. This is going to be prize of my collection for guitar jazz. So, and I've always loved the Spanish style of guitar playing, and a lot of the songs are like that. But again, it's Al Dimiola, John McLaughlin, who's probably the most popular of the three, and then Paco de Lucia. And yeah, so the crowd really gets into it, and they're just so talented. And they kind of get, play with the crowd, and just, I couldn't believe how good of guitar players these three were. The first time I heard this. So very happy to add this. the first song is called Mediterranean Sundance. And then you have Short Tales of the Black Forest, long jam sessions. And then side 2 has Frivo Riscato, Fantasia Suite, and Guardian Angel. And composer on some of these are, like the first song, the composer is Al Di Miola, who plays on this. The second song is a Chick Corea song. And then the second song on side 2 is also Al Di Miola. And then the third song on side 2 is John McLaughlin, composer. And they all three perform on all of them. So just a very good pickup. So excited. Could have left early and not looked through that last bin, and I would have missed it. So definitely need to go back to this place, dig a little bit more. There were a few that I didn't get to look through, but I was just happy when I saw that price tag right there, $5. All right, last one I want to show. I did not find this last one on the trip yesterday, but I ordered this one online with an offer through Discogs. I've been wanting to get some more gospel records, and I had streamed Jesse Dixon, but this is Jesse Dixon and the Dixon Singers, and it is soulful, different than most gospel, especially back then. This is a 1963 release, I believe, but this is from Savoy, is the parent label. Savoy Records for gospel is the label. You can see the look. This has that same Savoy look to it. But Jimmy Dixon and the Dixon Singers, these heavy burdens won't last always. But every song on here has that early 60s soul, gospel heaviness to it. And these old burdens, don't let nobody turn you around. He'll fight my battles, wade in the water, help me, Lord. I've got a long way to go. End of my journey. I'm so glad. Trees, and I'm going home. And so, as you can see, Gospel Record Company, division of Savoy Record. So it's got that soul jazz feel to it. Jesse Dixon's an awesome singer, very soulful, passionate singer. And then his backup singers, the Dixon Singers, they're all women, and they are awesome. So love this record. So happy to get it. I'm gonna have to look into more Jesse Dixon and more of that gospel label and see if there's stuff I like as much as this. But of the few I streamed, this is the one I love the most, and I happened to find a good option on Discogs, put in an offer, got a great deal on it. I might have added a couple of those. This might have been part of one of those Pablo deals where I got 2 Pablos and this to save on shipping. So pretty smart purchase. But Jesse Dixon and the Dixon Singers sing with other people too. Although I'm sure Jesse Dixon got them started, but I don't know the whole history behind that. But this record is awesome. Great gospel, soulful music. So those are my finds for today. And thank you for tuning in. Until next time, keep spinning that next play.